In other news from Afghanistan, the company formerly known as Blackwater is in the running for a contract potentially worth $1 billion to train Afghanistan's national police force.
Condemnation of the Bush administration for the use of private contractors, and now we see the Obama administration expanding it in Afghanistan?
There are now about 11,000 armed private security contractors in Afghanistan, and when Obama took office, that number was around 3,000, so there's definitely a surge going on here.
That the administration for years, under the Bush administration for sure, and in the beginning of the Obama administration, was finding it hard to find bodies that they could send over to Iraq and Afghanistan. Now, with the economy as bad as it is, they're finding it much easier to meet their military recruitment standards because, frankly, for many people, they can join up or they can starve. But for a long time, they couldn't do that because it was very difficult to find people willing to go over to Iraq and Afghanistan to serve and, in many cases, to die. So the result of that was they had to populate these wars with contractor staff. Many of them were paid 4 or 5 times as much as the military doing exactly the same work, which is one reason why these wars became so expensive. Many of them carry guns. We've all heard about Blackwater.
FBI agents have arrested 2 men who worked in Afghanistan for the company formerly known as Blackwater. The indictment handed up by a federal grand jury charges each man with 2 counts of second-degree murder and includes several weapons charges. The arrest stemmed from the shooting deaths of 3 Afghan men in Kabul last May.
Now, this is not the first time Dratliff has been arrested. Court records show he's been arrested for more than a dozen charges, and he pleaded guilty to several of them, including DUI, disturbing the peace, and trespassing.
The individuals who are accused of murdering these 2 Afghan civilians were there in a training capacity to train the Afghan armed forces. We're going to see more of these Blackwater types on the ground in Afghanistan as part of a parallel surge to the combat forces.
You have kids?
Yeah.
How many?
I have 2, 1 on the way.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Do they know what you're up to?
Well, a 12-year-old boy does. He understands. But my 4-year-old daughter, my wife was telling me the story just the other day. She goes, "Will Daddy be killed?" And my wife said, "Well, hopefully not. He does what he can to stay safe, and you know, and he prays to God, and we need to pray to God to make sure he's safe. And if we do that, gotta watch over him. He'll be okay." But she, okay. She just gets up and walks away.
You pray a lot?
Yeah, I do. Every day.
I've never understood really how, if one is a religious person, one could join an armed force.
You know, I don't have the exact book answer. I know in my church, they have a really good explanation of why, because my church specifically feels it's one of your duties to join the military and be part of it. And a lot of it has to do with the protection of your people, of your lifestyle, of your country. You know, we're going out there not for the purpose of, I hate these people and I want to kill them. That would be wrong. But we're going out with the purpose of, these people are trying to hurt my country, hurt my family, hurt me. They need to be stopped. So, and if I can sit there and say, hey, stop, this isn't right, and they say, you're right, I shouldn't be doing this, great. We know that's not going to happen, but